EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. On first down, Lawrence.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On 2nd and 10. Lawrence, he'll drop this one off with ETN. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, nifty possession, not what they were seeking.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Cox. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Both Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Jaguars 7, Colts nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
First and 10, Taylor now.
Running right through him.
Tyson Campbell up to make the stop.
Well, this defense for the Jags, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Wentz. That ball caught by Campbell. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Myles Jack there to make the tackle.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Wentz going to give this to Taylor. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Wentz. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs? Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Running left, Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brings up 3rd down.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's corralled, but not before getting inside the 35.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Watch the slant. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. I got one. Check 43. Whip. Watch the whip.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And Gay knocks this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. Second and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
And they'll indeed go for it. Here's Lawrence.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Again, it'll be Taylor.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Mike, 36. Mike, 36.
Wentz now on third and goal. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
On third and 1, it's Lawrence.
A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up fourth. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert it, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Gay's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
Taken from about the 12.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Check cross, check cross, check cross. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Do that. Let's go, defense.
On first down, Wentz. That is incomplete.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. Taylor's got the first down and more.
And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25.
77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Oh, he gets free left side.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Frank Reich going to tell the offense to go for 2.
Wentz going to look to throw. And that's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change their thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up the first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
First and 10, it's Etienne.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd and 5. From midfield now, Lawrence.
That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 40.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And he's got it.
And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Lawrence will throw.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the first down sack.
Lawrence.
This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the handoff.
handoff. This is Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Tyson Campbell on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second down, another run with Taylor. Taylor's got the first down and more. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 139 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot, but the coverage up to the task, and it forces a 4th down.
A 52-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top. Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains. 6 yards left on second down. Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Now Lawrence on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Lawrence. On the left side, Gallup's got it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Again, it's Lawrence. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, 14 yards. And the Jaguars have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. 4th quarter, they felt like they football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell you, we score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll get this out wide to Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They run once more with Taylor. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation? And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 44 seconds to go in the game. He'll look to throw. He's got room to run past the 20. Able to find Gallup. And he'll get a good amount of yardage back on 2nd down, but the clock still runs. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. Able to connect with Chark. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. A final shot now for Lawrence. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it